I'm live already. Okay, evidently I have made the phone freed up enough to make it work here, and my camera's working and everything. I'll wait for a moment for some people to get into the room before I start going into all of this. I gotta tell you, it was kind of rough getting the news, and you know, it's heartbreaking that what I thought was going to happen, that would, you know, to get Mollie Tibbetts back safe, did not happen. So I believe that my video was likely helpful to let people know that there's other stuff going on out there, though, because the situation is that they did find Mollie Tibbetts' body, but what happened was someone had front porch footage off of their house that helped to find the killer, and he led them to her body. They would not have found it otherwise. They said it was covered up with corn. He had covered it up, whatever. And the story is this is what I've got here. I took notes, you know, okay, that the guy, his last name was Rivera. I don't know his first name. I didn't get that part, but I just jotted a whole bunch of stuff down and decided to just go live, just get this off my chest and get this done with, because there's another thing you know, I was going to tell, and then I'm going to take a break here. His last name's Rivera. He was 24 years old, and he was an illegal immigrant. I'm assuming that's, you know, from Mexico, but I could be wrong about that, so don't hold me to it. But he was 24 years old, 6 to 7 years in this country before he was videoing her. He was driving behind her in that black SUV, and the video shows him chasing her kind of in that black SUV. Then he got out. She told him, she said, "Stop videoing me," and he got out. She started to run. He started to run after her. She said, "Stop, I'm going to call the police." They said from her phone it dialed 911, but not the finished one. After that, he tries to claim that he blacked out, which is, yeah, we ain't going to get into that. And he said that next thing he knew, she was in the back of the car. That's some BS. So, okay. He led them. Oh, the out-facing front porch video is what they said got him, and he led them right to her where he had put the body, and it was the edge of the pig farm guy's field at a back fence on the opposite side of the fence, not on his land technically. I mean, maybe it was, but it was on the other side of the fence. And they went to wake up the pig farmer, and he was sleeping, and he's like, "I don't know what's going on." Wait, so it was not the pig farmer, it was that guy. Now, this, okay, wanted for murder here in Nashville, Tennessee. I'm not in Nashville, but I'm saying this is a new thing here, a new alert that I'm just going to put out there. I'm just giving y'all a heads up. Something's going on. Okay. This is going to sound like the worst description of 3 people ever. I apologize for that. This is what was put out in the news. I will try to find the article. I ain't making no promises how long it's going to take me to find it. You could Google it and find it just as fast as I could at this point. This is an alert about 3 people who are wanted for murder, who are on the loose, who murdered someone, I don't know who, I don't know where, in Nashville, Tennessee. Okay? So, wanted for murder in Nashville, Tennessee. Now, this is the worst description ever. There's a big, he was described as a big, fat, or kind of overweight white guy with longer, light brown hair, but it's dark at the top of his hair, but it looks like he tried to dye it at one time, and the lower part of his hair is a lighter color. Okay. And a described as a white girl that's heavy set, and she was described as looking scraggly, blondish brown hair. And a third person is a black guy that is shorter than the big fat white guy, and the black guy is bald and wears glasses and has big eyes. If that's any kind of a description for you, he's got big eyes and he wears glasses. They are riding in a small to mid-sized car. No tag, no description of the exact vehicle. This is what I got. That's the best I got. That's what I got for you. And it was a couple of days ago, but they could be anywhere from Virginia to Florida. So this trio, like I said, big fat white dude with, looks like he dyed the bottom of his hair lighter, but it's darker brown on top, kind of long hair, longer hair anyways. A scraggly white girl that's heavy set, blondish brown hair. A black guy that's shorter, bald head and glasses and big eyes, wanted for murder, Nashville, Tennessee, and on the loose. Just to, be on the lookout. Bolo, heads up people, we got more of this. Now, it is my understanding that there are still all of those other girls out there. There's still the other black SUV that was down in Missouri on that camera that tried to pick up a girl that had the white goatee. And any guess on the age? Any guess on the age of which one? Because I was just talking about the Mollie Tibbetts case and this one. On the age of these three people, they're riding together. They're in a little car. I would guess middle age, but that's just a complete guess. I don't know. Yeah, on those, okay. But on the guy that actually killed Mollie Tibbetts, he was, they said, I want to say 24. I'll repeat it. I'll look here. 24. Last name Rivera. I didn't get the rest of it. I just jotted that down. I don't even want to get into the details of that. That just kills me that even happened, and that it makes me sick. I've been upset this morning hearing about it and all that. So, okay. Let me get my thoughts straight here. I'm gonna sip of coffee real quick. If you want to say anything, go ahead and type in what you want. But I tried. I took it all the way to North Carolina. I did my best, and I would like to think that people have a heads up. They see that there's stuff. It's popping off all the time, but there's something going on out there. If there's still another 14 to maybe 20 or over 20 girls in around 20 age. I don't know if that other guy is some kind of a serial killer. I don't know. They got video of him in that black SUV. The other one, they're calling it a, let's see, I'm sorry, one second. Ford makes Mercury. It's a Mercury Starburst or something like that, SUV that some news channel went down to that town, did some kind of investigation, and figured out that was the type of vehicle it was. I don't understand why they couldn't just go to a car dealership and say, hey, what kind of car is this? That's what I was going to do. I was going to take a picture of that guy did the video. I was going to take it to a car dealership. I was saying, hey guys, can you help me? Can you identify this car? Y'all sell cars all day long. That was my thought process, because I don't know this stuff, but I was going to try to get some kind of ID because nobody got the vehicle. I think the guy's running courier freight. I think he's running some kind of medical or courier freight, or maybe even something that has something to do with where they test stuff, for DNA, or who knows what, something. I think that car, if it's running around, maybe is making them money. It could be a rental. I don't know. They did say that they were looking on Reddit. They were saying that there was a person that had just been let out of prison and that he rented a car, and they were thinking it was him. It was a completely different name. It had nothing to do with him. That guy's probably just a regular average day Joe now trying to do his thing or whatever. But the guy that was on, or I don't know if it could be the guy with the goatee or not, but it definitely wasn't the guy that killed Mollie Tibbetts, because he's up there. So, and I'm not some kind of crime solver person. I just want to put stuff out here for truck drivers, and I take notes, so heads up on the three people that are being looked for right now out of Nashville for a murder. I wish I had more info on them, and this is going to be a real quick live, people, so if you got something to say, type it in, say it. I'm going to drink my coffee. I'm going to go get me some lunch. I'm going to try to forget that this morning ever happened, because it's been the worst news ever. about Mollie Tibbetts, and I don't. I'm almost like I'm just speechless. Like a lot of other people in this country, probably right now, feeling the same way, that you thought you could, maybe make a difference and go out there. But I'm hoping that in some way, at least maybe I inspired some people, gave them some more faith, gave them some more. A little bit, maybe help their spirits, even if it was for overnight, to help them to, want to get her home. He did keep her, though. That guy, that Rivera guy, did keep Mollie Tibbetts for. They were right about that. He kept him. I don't know how many. Kept her. I don't know how many days, but they said that he took her to his house, locked her up, I guess, or whatever, and went to work. The dude took her home, locked her up, went to work. That's what I was told. Now, if I'm wrong, beat me up later for it. That's what I was told. That was the info I was told. And that she did dial 911, but didn't get the other one. And that also that, what was it elsewise? I don't know if he went to the first truck stop. I don't know if he went to the second truck stop. I don't know if he ever wound up at a truck stop. I don't know if that maybe data was just that he was close to there and it pinged or something. I don't know. But the one guy mentioned how fast she was running on her Fitbit. Yeah, she was running from him because he got out of the car and was running after her. That's why she was running so fast. And that's why the guy was like, wow, she ran that fast in this amount of time on the Fitbit. That the guy that did that video, it's because she was running from his ass. She was trying to get away and telling him to stop. And the video on the front porch of the house showed that. So like I said, I just don't want to rehash that. I don't want to go through that again. I just wanted to, and I don't think that they haven't released whether he was a serial killer and did that other stuff that was south of there in Missouri. So I think there's another guy on the loose down there, and I think it's that other guy in that SUV, because he does not have a look of being any kind of an immigrant. He had a gray goatee, and it looked like a straw cowboy hat, and a purple shirt. And that guy, completely different guy, I think. That's the one that's in that Mercury, I guess you call it, something like a Starburst, something like that is the name of the SUV. It's not even an SUV really, it's like a minivan, but it's somewhere in between. That's why I was thinking he maybe all courier freight. But if he didn't go all the way up to Iowa, then maybe he doesn't need to go that far. Maybe he's just running around in Missouri, but it's still up there. Man, I don't know. What do I know? I'm just a dumb truck driver. I'm just trying to give guys a heads up, because we need news, and this is my little trucker news net. They need to build an app. They don't even want to do this. This is, I tell you, it's horrible news. I don't even know if I really want to continue doing it. I just figured, mainly I just try to do traffic and stuff, but this is going on. We've got to be on the lookout for stuff. And if anybody knows about any Amber Alerts, or be on the lookout or something like that, make a comment on this video. You're welcome to. If you want to send me links to stuff on this video, feel free to punch in stuff. Hey, Icon, and you already know, I'm sure, they found her. Hey, but they got the killer. I don't know what solace that is, but they got the killer. They got him. So, and he led them to the body. So they got the killer. They were supposed to do a briefing at 5 p.m. this afternoon. It is currently, it's 6. Maybe they already did it. Maybe they already did it. So, yeah, that's what I said. Yes, but at the same time, it's brief elation of then, back to pain and suffering and feeling like crap. And I feel like, man, did I do right having the faith that we could get her back? Did I, I've questioned it all. I've talked to people. I have done some soul searching and thinking, I just really feel like that I tried to present my faith in it and all. And so here's the thing, since it's a different person, likely, I think, that did the other ones, because they said that he locked her up or put her into the house, somehow locked her up, and then went to work. So he kept her for at least a day, maybe whatever, and then So these other ones that happened before this, I'm sorry, after this, down in Missouri, maybe is a different guy. Maybe those are able to get away. Maybe it's separate ones. Maybe they've been inducted. Everybody's talking about the, it being some kind of a sex trafficking thing. If that's true in some way, maybe they're alive. I mean, at the very least, though, we got to keep faith for them until they're found. And cam up, people. A camera off the front. I tell people about the dash cam I've got and the dash cam on the side. Cam up, but they had a camera on their house facing out front, and they had another one facing inward, and it was the outside one that caught them, and it showed the SUV in the video and Mollie running in front of it. And so that's what caught him, and then he led them to the body. So and then, like I said, there's these 3 people that are on the loose out of Nashville for that murder, so watch for them. If you got anything to say, go ahead and say it, and I appreciate you coming in for this, and then I'm going to go. I'm going to take a sip of coffee. Y'all do what you do. If you know of anything that's going down that truckers ought to know about, drop it here. And a little immigrant, Christian Bavina Rivera, he don't even deserve a name, piece of shit, 24, was charged with first-degree murder Tuesday until... Thank you for telling me that, Icon. I'll write that name down just so I have it. Just, he's not even worth the paper he's written on. Let's see. Christian Bavina Rivera. If this pen will work. There it is. Sorry I don't have better news. Sorry that it didn't turn out the way I thought it would. If there was anything that, if I would have known about this sooner, honestly, I don't think we could have helped this situation just because he had already done what he had done. Let's see. He is accused of killing college student Mollie Tibbetts and dumping her body in an Iowa cornfield after he accosted her during a July 18th jog, and she threatened to call police. Yeah, she dialed 911 on the phone too, right? Man, I wish she'd have hit that other one. You know what I'm saying? That's what happened. They said that I think they said that he knocked the phone out of her hand at that point. That's what I was told. And like I said, don't believe anything I say. Take it with a grain of salt. But I just know what I was told, and I wrote down and just chicken scratch real fast as I could. Took notes. But I mainly wanted to get out here about these 3 that you got to be on the lookout for. I'm going to put this up as a video real quick. I'm just going to drop it. And those 3 that are out of Nashville, it's a horrible description. I had no description really of the car, small to mid-size. And I don't know if it was at I don't know where it was at. I'm just going to say that. But that kind of trash winds up showing up at truck stops. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, people. You see them all the time. So, I mean, it's one thing you see somebody out on the corner that's, asking for whatever, and he's not trying to hide himself, and he's, hey, give him a water, whatever. Oh, yeah, yup. Yeah, you know it. So, but it's a whole nother thing if somebody's hiding back behind bushes at a truck stop or something, and you're scared about them, especially if it's in 3, they done killed somebody, and, they ain't up to no good. So, anywhere from Virginia to Florida, they could be right now. Sad state of affairs with everything. I'm going to get off this thing. Thank you for stopping in. And like I said, if you feel like you know anything about anything at any time, call 911. And if you want to put up any information that you think I should put up as a video that I might not know about as news, drop it on my last video that I put up. This one here, it being alive, it doesn't let me see the comments from my phone or approve them. So you're welcome to make comments, but I will approve them when I get a chance. But on a regular video that was not a live feed, drop comments on a regular video, and I'll check it out, whatever it is, and I'll do a live on it and put the word out for truckers. If it's got something to do with truckers, truck related, something to keep us safe, like a bridge out or this, that. Yeah, stay safe, you too. Thanks to all y'all for like I said, for supporting what I'm doing by just stopping in and yeah, I'm going to try to be safe. It's a dangerous world, but yes, I will absolutely be safe. Thank you for all your words, the kind words the other night's what helped me through the morning when I'm hearing about this mess, is knowing that these people were saying, no, you're good for getting the word out and all this stuff, and I handed out the flyers. I was going to have Loves put them in all their stores. So yeah, first time here. Yeah, well, I haven't been doing this for very long anyways. I guess I have. I put the guy that was a shooter that was on the loose and other stuff. If there's something going down like that and it's a danger to truck drivers, I'm going to let them know. And we need a Trucker News app. So if you want to put me out of business, do me a favor. Build an app. Build a cell phone app. A phone app, and call it Trucker News Net if you don't mind. But no, make a Trucker News app that you will update info to, and I'll put that sucker on my phone and I'll quit doing this altogether. And then I won't even have to. You know what I'm saying? Yes, 3 killers on the loose. I'll go through it again. Just real quick, and then I'm getting off this thing. But it'll go up as a video, and I talked about it before this. There's a big fat white guy with a little bit longer hair that at the bottom it's lighter, like he tried to dye it. At the top it's darker brown. A heavy set white girl with blondish brown hair, and she's scraggly looking is how she was described. And a black guy that's shorter, bald head, wears glasses, but he's got some big eyes. I don't know what that means, but you see a bald-headed dude with black glasses and big eyes hanging around with scraggly girl and kind of fat white guy with half-dyed hair, and he looks they're all trashy in a car that's small to mid-size. 2 days ago, they killed somebody in Nashville. I don't know the answer to that. Google it. Google it, and you'll be faster than I am. So, and if you want to put me out of business, build an app. For God's sake, build an app, and I could just quit this. And then it'd be Trucker Path, and then, you have Trucker Path, and you also have Trucker News app, and it would be like an Amber Alerts for drivers. And then we could check it out, and we would know about all of the bolos going on. Police could add up to it and put up stuff. And then we would know if bridge is out, we would know if there's a shooter on the loose, we would know about this kind of stuff going on. If we're missing a bunch of girls, like we are still missing somewhere between the 14 and 20-something 20-year-old girls out in Missouri. And it came down from Iowa. So I guess maybe some of it's still in Iowa, but they found the one. That's not the black SUV from Missouri. It's a different SUV, dude. So that guy with the goatee, and I'm thinking he shaved it off. I think that's that truck driver dude that they're looking for. That's one out. I'm gonna show a picture later of that guy. They put that up on Facebook, and he was in a purple shirt too, just like that thing there. So I think there's a pretty good app that has a lot of info. I'll try to send it to you. I found it by looking for a national news app. Tell me what it is right now. I'll write it down, man. Like I said, put me out of business, people. Tell me to stop, because I would gladly. Look, I drive a truck for a living. This ain't my business. This is just putting stuff out there. I'll wait a second for that. Give me an app, man. Okay, no worries. I'll have coffee. That's worth waiting a moment. Shoot, yeah. And I learned about Reddit and Icon. I appreciate you inviting me, and I will go there. It's Reddit/Trucker, and I wrote it down, whatever that is. I learned about that. I will go there. I ain't had time. It's been a rough night, rough morning, bad way to wake up, all this stuff. Yeah, and it's been jacked up. Let's see. Did a live stream on it. Under on the channel. Okay. You have email? No, I do not. I keep my information personal, all kinds of stuff personal, and it's one of those things where I'm you don't see me. You see that CB radio. You see my radio that I play over here because everybody likes, because I got a lot of bass in my truck, and you'll see what I'm working on with my hands and teaching how to build stuff. That's what you get. So I got haters. I got people that would think that they might can do something. They don't know how big I am. So, and I don't mean views or people. So, yeah, one of the things where from the get-go I made it my job just to teach. I'm not trying to be famous. I'm not trying to be well-known for being well-known for being well-known. My last name is not Kardashian, and I have no interest in being that way. So, yeah, that's just what my channel's about, trucking and teaching about trucking. I'm trying to keep people off the side of a mountain, teach them how to change a turbo boot, brake chambers. Look at what I told you on the, when you go to my channel, I told you, hey, I say on there, these are the playlists I'd want you to watch, these videos. It's all mechanical pretty much, and it keeps the driver off the side of the road. It's stuff that you should know as a truck driver from day one, but you don't learn in CDL school. Just because you have your CDL, you got a right to learn and a right to drive a truck, and you're licensed for that and trained for that, but you don't know how to do half the stuff I put up there. So you got a license to learn. And so it's a finishing school for truck drivers is what I'm kind of calling it. And people seem to like it. And if you ask real truckers out there, they're like, hey, that's the guy. He changes his own brake chambers. That dude right there changes his own filters, belts, and I'm gonna show how to take the pulley off an alternator at some point. It's just when I need it. So, live UA map on Android. I've got Android, that's awesome. Live UA map. Hold on a second. Live UA map on Android, and I will put that up on my list of trucker apps, best top trucker apps, whatever I named it, I don't know. I put on there the scanner radio for police scanners for backups to tell people what's going on, but some states, hey, Kentucky's illegal, so you gotta watch yourself. You gotta watch yourself in some states. If you got a ham license, get you a ham license, you can listen to it in any state. It can be tricky, and New York's funny all the time. So, yeah, Kentucky, yeah, bad news, Kentucky. They busted a bunch of NASCAR people up there that were just trying to listen to their favorite race car driver, and they're on, the scanners, and also they wrote them a ticket and took the handheld devices, and if it was mounted to the dash, they impounded the car, and it really made NASCAR mad. But they're big on not doing that. Now, here's the thing: they went from, those were old scanners. They went from trunking, or from the older style, to trunking, to dual trunking, to triple trunking. Now they are digital's on that app, but now some of the local municipalities have decided to encrypt their stuff and keep it away from the public. So if they want to do that, that's fine, but some places have not. So we just listen to them, because I'll be honest with you, there's people that I know that are in law enforcement. There's people that used to, my great uncles all listened because there was their nephews and kids stuff, and my cousins were in law enforcement. They wanted to hear what's going on that night. They wanted to hear, hey, are they okay? Are they safe? If something happened, they wanted to listen. So they had scanners. So me, I just got into the habit of having one in case of an emergency, in case of power outage, this, that. It's good to have to hear what they're talking about, because work crews use them and stuff, and you can hear about what streets a tree is down on. If you're leaving your house after a storm, you won't go that way, or you'll bring a chainsaw and cut it down yourself, because they ain't got time to mess with it yet. So that, and I've got some other apps that I'm going through with Trucker Path, but I'll make this one of them. I got it wrote down right here. I take notes. So thanks, y'all. Stay safe. I just noticed there's another one in the room. This was an update. They did get the killer and then found the body of about, Mollie Tibbetts, and there's 3 out of the Nashville area that murdered someone. I gave a description. I'm getting off this thing and it'll go up as a video. That's the best way to do it, rather than people coming in the room. So yeah, we got that, and we wrote that down, and I appreciate that. So y'all stay safe. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna go get a bite to eat and try to pretend this day didn't happen so far. Icon, all y'all stay safe. He has a Facebook. Yeah, piece of shit. If they shouldn't give him, he needs. I'm gonna get off this thing. Okay, they need to come up with a pry bar chair. I'm just gonna put that out there. I don't care. I'm gonna say this. Forget about the electric chair. Pry bar chair. Everybody gets a pry bar. Find truck drivers that didn't get paid on time on Fridays and round them up, take them from the truck stop in an officer's car down to the jail, pry bar chair. Give them all a pry bar and let them wear his ass out. Pry bar chair. Forget the electric chair. We ain't trying to kill him. Not yet. Pry bar chair. I'm just saying that. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. I don't care, man. That guy, for real, something has got to be done to make it so that people do not do this thing, and it's never a viable option for criminals to do this. Something. Evidently, ain't working so far. You know, so, hey, pry bar chair. Anyways, y'all stay safe. I'm going to get out of here before I wind up giving bad advice. You know what I'm saying? He blacked out. Oh, but yeah, it's bullshit. Yeah, you know what that BS stands for. Yeah, I was just saying that. Yeah, yep. Let me get off this thing. Look, hey, Guilty's live. Look, you can go to Guilty718's channel. He's live right now if y'all want to chat there. He's another truck driver, okay? Yeah, take care. Y'all stay safe. I'm out of here. Peace.